Nithyananda, I'm Saras and I'm from the UK, and I'm sharing why Swamiji, so why I follow Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And I have so many reasons, but I'm going to share one of my reasons now. So I'm a doctor, and before I met Swamiji, I found that even though I was practicing to the best that I knew, I was frustrated, I was tired, I was bored, and I was clock watching. I was always trying to give my best to my patients, but the frustration and boredom was always there. And soon after I met Swamiji, I asked for his blessings to live my practice, and he didn't give it to me. And at that time I felt a little bit gutted, well, quite a bit. But when I came back from the program that I was attending at that time, which was Sada Shivoham, immediately my practice changed. I started having this feeling connection to patients, feeling something deeper with them, being able to connect with them, wanting to be able to give myself to them. I wasn't clock watching. I wasn't looking at my watch and just feeling bored. I was alive, and I'm inspired, activated, and what I've seen is that I give my life to them. I always wish the best for them and practice on that basis. I even set Satya Sankalpas every day on my way to work that let my patients be healed, let Swamiji heal my patients, and let them always have the best. So this is something that Swamiji has given to me, and it's made such a tremendous impact in the way I practice as a doctor, and it's given me such a sense of fulfillment. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you so much. Nithyananda.
Hello everyone, this is Nandini and I'm from Seattle. I wanted to share my experience on why I follow Nithyananda. I've been volunteering at Nityanandeshwara Hindu Temple, and I've been doing a lot of seva here. Back in India, usually only men are allowed to touch the deities and do the abhishekam, alankaram, and several other deity activities, whereas women are restricted only to certain things. Whereas here in Nityanandeshwara Hindu Temple, people are allowed to do seva, irrespective of whether they are men or women. Anybody who gets Shiva Diksha is allowed to touch the deities, do abhishekam to them and do alankaram to them, and enjoy that space. I've been doing a lot of activities like Suprabhadam, abhishekams, alankarams, and Palliyarai, a lot of other processes, and I've been feeling really blissful when I do it. So I would like to thank Swamiji for giving such a wonderful opportunity for me to take part in the temple activities and be so close to the deities. Thank you so much.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within the next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being, Paramashit. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to all of the viewers who are joining with us right now for the live Parashakti Akashic reading. I hope you have been joining us. You are relaxed. You are ready to sit for the next couple of hours just in intense, ecstatic expression of Devi Parashakti herself. For the last few days, we've all been able to be graced, blessed with this sacred, intimate experience, literally sitting in the presence of Devi Parashakti herself, which is the most sacred expression of Devi Parashakti. And each and every one of you right now who is watching has that opportunity. I invite each and every one who is gathering right now, all of the Kailashians from across the world. I would love to hear from each and every one of you about how you experienced Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan yesterday. Yesterday, we heard in the comments, I was seeing so many people just outpouring their love, their gratitude to Devi Parashakti for manifesting. And as well, they had shared how they had a breakthrough. I remember one Ma Angelica had shared with all of us that she had literally had a breakthrough in her creativity, and she takes up art as a profession, and she literally had a breakthrough in one of her art pieces. And understand that's not just sitting in the presence and just having a breakthrough and manifesting what you've always known. It is a power manifestation. It is a sacred happening. During this Bhava Samadhi Darshan, you will be experiencing the awakening of both masculine and feminine energies. Both consciousness have to be expressed equally by every human being to be enlightened. And in fact, Swamiji himself has revealed so much about the feminine consciousness, the sacred feminine awakening. And if you'd like to, you can go ahead and peruse through his contributions on the feminine consciousness and understand that every human being has to complete with 5 dimensions to achieve enlightenment. That is Pitrus, the ancestors, Kula Devatas, the family deities, parents, nature, and the Guru. So in these offerings today, we will be seeing how you can literally complete through various rituals and attain enlightenment and complete your incompletions. Incompletions are life negative and adharmic cognitions in 5 dimensions, in all these 5 dimensions that we just saw. And it always leads to misconstrued cause and effect system. And it leads to further suffering and further pain, and you get into a vicious cycle. I'm sure many of you understand and know what it means to go through a vicious cycle in your life about something or anything, where it's just going more and more out of control, and you're afraid of
what it's going to result in. Understand this Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan has the power to break that cycle, make it a virtuous cycle of more and more auspiciousness and more gratitude in life. Understand that being sensitive is being aware in gratitude to life. Everything from the air we breathe, from the place you sit, energy that you feel that you exist, energy to celebrate that you exist, everything. And Devi Parashakti as well is represented by the 43 energies which constitute our human body. When all 43 energies are integrated to Dharma, one becomes enlightened. And Dharma, the cosmic motherly completion and sensitivity from the level of Panchabhutas, is a core principle of cosmos. These 43 energies are actually represented in the Sri Chakra. And what you're seeing in the picture right here is the three-dimensional form, the Meru of the Sri Chakra, representation of all the 43 energies that are inside of our body and that exist in the world. And awakening the sacred feminine is key to enlightenment. When awakened, a man can express the sacred feminine consciousness, he becomes a great revered leader. And when awakened, a woman can express and literally become Devi herself and express power. That is the power of the Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. And today, you will simply experience the having conscious sovereignty. That is the key to awaken the sacred feminine consciousness. Every day during Satsang, Swamiji has been helping us understand more and more about conscious sovereignty. What is it? Literally declaring and having that conscious sovereignty. And if you are interested in knowing more, I invite you to see in our YouTube channel the various different discourses. Out of the path of millions, the easiest and most sweetest, most beautiful path is the connection with the cosmic mother. And that can itself lead you to enlightenment, lead you to higher and higher ambition, and lead you to manifest that in your reality. You'll literally be able to begin this path today with the initiation from Devi Parashakti herself. And we are just about to enter into her sacred space with the live Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Devi Parashakti is the one who expresses as Guru all gods and all manifestations in the universe. She can straight away deliver enlightenment by connecting to the cosmic umbilical cord. And today, you are going to be having the darshan of Devi Parashakti manifesting through the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Understand that as we are going forward, I'm going to be introducing you to some of these offerings that you have, and we have available for you to offer your gratitude that Devi Parashakti is herself manifesting. She's guiding each and every one of us out of her love. You should understand that offerings is not to benefit the divine, but to close our gap with the divine consciousness. When we achieve completion with the Divine Mother, her infinite powers and her sweet grace starts to nourish us in all of our dimensions. When we're making an offering, there is nothing too small or too big that you can offer to and connect with the Divine Mother. It has to be from a space of love, of a child literally looking at the mother and handing her what she has to share with her out of deep love and gratitude. It can be a cup of milk or a flower. It can be a precious jewel to adorn her smiling face or hair. But offering out of gratitude is the best way you can do it. In fact, Vedic rishis have clearly stated that the techniques to connect to the sacred feminine consciousness to awaken literally those same qualities inside of us. One cannot connect to Paramashiva through oneness, but with the Divine Cosmic Mother, it is only by worshipping her feet with devotion. And Sanatana Hindu Dharma is known for mother worship. It's the oldest ancient tradition for worshipping the divine feminine. Mother worship is the most non-violent, most peace-centered, healing, soothing, sweetest path to enlightenment among all the traditions on planet Earth. And worshipping includes offerings of the mantras and the oblations at the feet of the Devi Parashakti. And today, you will simply be able to enter into that most intimate space with Devi Parashakti. I'm hearing sharings from so many different people every day, and literally people are outpouring their love, their gratitude on comments. They're literally filling up the Zoom, and so many people are offering left and right, and they're literally just blissed out from the experience that Devi Parashakti is giving each and every one of us. So each and every one of us have now the opportunity to give an offering and understand that we always are in the Shakta Sampradaya, we always worship the divine feminine as the most ultimate of all of and the source of the whole universe. And now let us understand, before we go into each and every one of these offerings, why divine feminine, why it is so important. There is such a beautiful way that we always connect with the divine mother. It's from our sacred rishis and the sacred, the ancient Hindu scientists who had researched and developed the most perfect, most easiest ways to connect with the divine. And as you just saw, we had a very powerful verse from the Rig Veda where literally the source of the whole cosmos says, I walk as the 11 Rudras, I walk as the Vasus, I walk as the Vishnu and other Adityas in all divine forms, and hold aloft Mitra and Varuna, even as Indra and Agni I do, and Ashwin twins too. This is from the Rig Veda, verse number 125, and it continues, it says, Ekadasha Rudras, Maharudra, Ashtavasus, Dwadasha Adityas, Vishnu all of them are in my retinue. I move around my various forms with them as mine, and I protect all of them. That is the very space of Devi Parashakti, the source of all existence, who literally gave birth to this whole existence. Devi Parashakti literally says that she is the source of all the greatest energies, the highest powers available in this world. And Devi Parashakti declares herself as the inner self of all God, divine energy. She is all pervading, all permeating, omniscient, omnipresent, everywhere. And she is manifested in the form of the supreme pontiff of Hinduism and expressing, granting us boons, and literally attending to each and every one of us, of us, her children, to fulfill us entirely with the utmost, the highest bliss that you can attain and that you can experience physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, in your very consciousness itself. So if you're ready for this experience, I would like to guide each and every one of you into how you can make an offering to Devi Parashakti. The first offering we have here is the e-hundi offering. It's an offering of any amount, and you don't have to feel like, oh, I don't have enough money right now. I'm barely able to sustain my family. Of course, Devi Parashakti understands that, and that's why she is literally referred as Bhakti Priya. And here there's all kinds of devotion. She accepts that devotion. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashyavaya Paha literally means that she is adorer of all of the devotion, and she'll accept all of your devotion, and she showers you with more and more in your life. And if you have any fear in your life, if you're just not ready and you're unable to grasp the grandiosity of the things that are going on around you, you can simply surrender, offer your gratitude at the feet of Devi Parashakti with the e-hundi offering. We also have the Sankalpa offering, which is just $1. There's a beautiful verse from the Saundarya Lahari, which is the ecstatic expression of the oneness with Devi Parashakti, composed by Sri Adi Shankaracharya, where he literally sings, let the mantras I chant with the sacrifice in my soul become the chanting of your name. And in this offering, you'll literally have an experience of oneness with Devi Parashakti. We also have the Devi Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, where the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti will be chanted from the Lalita Sahasranama, and you will offer the gold coin inscribed with all of the 1008 names. And as you are chanting, as these names are even chanted on your behalf, even if you don't know the meaning of the name, you will see that you literally manifest these qualities of Devi Parashakti inside of you. And the next offering we have is the Mukta Anguti, where it says here in the Devi Suktam, such a beautiful verse where it says, let the goddess who brings good fortune, who is praised by the goddess, who is served by Devendra, who's praised by Devas, troubled by the Asuras, and who's praised and remembered by devotion, solve all. You can offer this as well at the feet of Devi Parashakti. We also have the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the lotus, the golden lotus flower. There's a beautiful verse where Devi Parashakti in the form of Mahalakshmi is referred. I'll just be chanting the verse. It says, Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Mukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murte Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Literally meaning that Devi bestows all of the powers on you, and you just simply have to offer nothing at her divine feet. She simply bestows all the wealth, all the abundance in all areas of your life. We also have here the offering of the Swarna Meti, the golden soul ring. And here there's another verse from the Saundarya Lahari, where it says that Lord Brahma had literally used the feet dust of Devi to literally create the whole universe. Paramashiva literally put the feet dust of Devi as holy ash on his forehead, and that is the ash that you see as a marker of the identity of Lord Paramashiva. And that is the power of even the feet of Devi Parashakti. And this is an offering where you can adorn her feet, and you literally will be able to see how you manifest the leadership qualities, the strength of Devi Parashakti in your life. We also have the Mang Tika as well. And in the Lalita Sahasranama, once again, Devi Parashakti is referred as Shuddha Saravi Varshini, meaning she who makes the nectar flow from the Sahasrara and permeates through all of our 72,000 nadis to give us the ultimate experience of the cosmos. Literally, this is the bestowal of the enlightenment experience itself. You can literally understand and you can experience that with this offering. We also have the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and coming up in just a few days is Krishna Janmashtami, when you can offer directly to the avatar the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And there's a beautiful verse again composed by Adi Shankaracharya, where he says, if you don't have the grace of the Guru in your life and you don't surrender, the mind does not surrender to the Guru, then he says, Tatakyam, 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 means what then, what then, what then? He's literally crying out and telling us and insisting that there is nothing worth in this world other than the feet of the Guru and aligning to the feet of the Guru. There you can offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Devi Parashakti herself, who is embodiment of Guru for the whole universe, and she is the one who is beyond male and female. So it's the most auspicious offering, and coming up on Krishna Janmashtami, you can offer that to Devi Parashakti herself too, and to Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is manifesting as the most perfect incarnation as Bhagavan Sri Krishna on this occasion. And we also have the Vastra Seva, which you can offer. The Vastram is the sacred cloth that you can offer to the Guru, which is the dimension of the cosmic mother, and during the Pratyaksha Pada Puja as well. And as you can see here, we have all the various different offerings that you can do. The Ihundi offering, the Sankalpa, the Devi Sahasranama, the Punakasu. You can see that we also have various different levels of the offerings. You don't need to feel like, oh, it's too much money or anything like that. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is very clear that this is a offering that you make out of gratitude. If you feel that Devi Parashakti has showered in your life, you perhaps asked a question, or you feel so much of bliss after just witnessing a darshan, you can make an offering right now. And we have the link projected for you right now for all of the viewers on the screen right now. Please go ahead and please go to this link, and you can just follow a quick process for how to make a payment. And simply within just a few minutes, you'll be able to offer your gratitude and achieve that ultimate space of oneness, that deep and intimate healing connection with Devi Parashakti manifesting through the supreme concept of Hinduism. Once you go to the link that we just provided, it'll look like this. This is a image of the payment gateway. So you can see that it has all of the various offerings in the drop-down menu, and we'll be able to see that in just a few seconds about the drop-down menu. And just like how all of us are doing so much of online shopping nowadays, and even our groceries we're buying on online shopping, you can simply make an offering just with a couple of steps and in a fast and easy process, just through the digital platforms without any kind of delay. So you can see that there's a drop-down menu here, and you can select any of the offerings that you'd like to make today, and select that, and then add that to your cart. Once you've added it to your cart, you can just review your cart, ensure that there's nothing in there that you don't want to offer today, and perhaps, or if you want to make an offering later and save something for later, perhaps your birthday or for a marriage anniversary, or if you want to offer on behalf of someone else, you can save that for later and make sure that you are proceeding with the offering that you want to do today. And then we also have next, then you can just fill out your billing details and your payment details. And again, it's a very simple process. You can see all of the different payment options that we have through the card, and then you can simply just make the payment within a few steps. And it's such a way, no matter if you are offering something small or something big in any sense, you can offer right now and offer your gratitude. Now, as you can see, we also have another option for you, which you can do right now. And if you are joining in on YouTube, make sure that you are joined in as a member of Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. You can see on the screen the name of the YouTube channel, and then you can hit join. And make sure that you are joining as a member. It's a very easy process. It's not at all a high amount of money, and there's different levels that you can choose in this also. And you can join and become a part of our worldwide global community of Hindus who are literally devoted at the feet of the supreme fount of Hinduism and constantly blessed with so many darshans, dikshas, satsangs, or spiritual discourses, and beautiful, even surprise Kailasa courtyard sessions where the supreme fount of Hinduism is literally making us manifest powers and sitting with us intimately, helping us make breakthrough, the super conscious breakthrough in our life happen. As you can see here, we have all the options for payments as well. So you can pay through Google Pay. Many people are using that option nowadays rather than credit card or debit card or anything. They like Google Pay. So you can use the Google Pay option. You can also use PayPal as well if you'd like to make an offering today. And of course, we have the traditional credit card and debit card as well. So these are also another way you can make an offering. Understand it's so easy, and it's something that you can do, which literally connects you directly with Devi Parashakti. And there's so much of value behind Devi Parashakti manifesting for us wherever we are, and literally where even if we're just sitting on the couch all day, she is manifesting. She is bringing herself from wherever she is from the cosmos as the embodiment of the cosmos itself and manifesting directly to you where you are. Understand, even in India today, there is not that many even we can't go to temples in India. There's so much of lockdown. The lockdown is ongoing. There's a third wave that is literally fleeing the streets. And it's so dangerous, the lockdown, and not being able to into a very powerful power manifestation segment, and we'll be right back with you after a very quick break.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being, Paramashiva. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service help
His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasya Lakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions.
Your free will and conscious. It is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence. All these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Ganas.
Bhagavan beautifully explains what is power manifestation. It is a cognitive shift from what we understand as body and mind to the superconscious space of conscious sovereignty as our reality. Bhagavan says, the 4 levels of enlightenment. From the deep sleep, we have the dream enlightenment and we go to dream state. From the dream state, we have the enlightenment and go to the waking state. And then from the waking state, we have the enlightenment to awakened state, Turiya state. And then we have the Turiyatita, the living enlightenment space. Each of that is living enlightenment, an enlightenment state for us to experience. Beautifully, we can understand that when we start manifesting the powers, each one of us individually, our own consciousness raising slowly into the higher consciousness is science of our manifestation. Science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. The Shastra Pramana, the scriptural references, Vedas, pure science, and Agamas, the applied science. The eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Apta Pramana. The Pramanas are the evidences listed here. The experience and the results of millions of Aptas. Aptas are Rishis, Ganas, Munis, Nainamas, Siddhas, Alvars. All of them had authority of Hinduism who have manifested all the powers of Paramashiva, which is scientific and foolproof. Atma Pramana. Account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan plays the Leela as a human, beautifully gives us the thoughtless space, not just the thoughtless space, but also something beyond the superconscious space that manifests as Shakti. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana are the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, Veda Agamas. This is from For the Power of Nature, asking the plants to drop the leaf at your own will. This is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana, consciousness, Bhairava, one who experiences consciousness, and Tantra is the method in which you experience consciousness. And then we have the Sutra 59, Dharana 36. Shastra Pramana from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 59, Dharana 36. For the power of nature, asking the plant to drop a leaf. Now let's hear the Shastra Pramana.
Tantra, Sutra 59, Dharana 36. Gatadibhanjane drishtim bittistyakta vinikshipet tulyam takshanat gatva tallaya tanmayo bhavet. Gatadibhanjane drishtim क्षिपेत तुल्यं तक्षणात् गत्वा तल्लया तन्मयो भवेत्.
Bhagavan Parameshwara says, just fix your sight inside a pot or any other object within single pointed awareness, dropping the idea of the object having any length, breadth, characteristics, form, support at the very moment. Yogi, having absorbed into the depth of the object, instantaneously enters into the space of uniting, and absorption into the complete oneness happens. Clearly, step by step, Bhagavan explains how just fixing your sight inside a pot or any object with a single pointed awareness, the single pointed awareness, how we understand an object as only matter and the limitation of the matter. But Bhagavan sees each one of us. When somebody asks Bhagavan, what do you see? He sees the whole place with lot of frequencies and energies, that frequencies in different stages, how the immature frequency as child and how frequencies which is distorted as an adult. All this we exist is higher dimension. Like for Bhagavan says, if you observe your sleep and the deep sleep, you will understand yourself much more as Paramashiva. In the deep sleep and the dream state I am lying down. But who is that who is manifesting a light and who is manifesting all the people, even the dead people appear in my dream. So who is that who appears in the dream? How is that we are able to materialize those people and manifest whatever we think that we wanted? We are lying down. Then who is that who is manifesting those people? And that consciousness, that Paramashiva in us, that who is manifesting is also manifesting this very dream that we are watching right now. Like we understand, we are lying down and we are not actually in the dream, but we are lying on the bed. Same way, we are consciousness, we are Paramashiva, who is manifesting all these things which is appearing in front of us. When we are in the full space, whole space, oneness space, we experience the ultimate. But we feel like a broken glasses, and if you look at it, in each glasses we appear. And it appears like that, but it is never broken. It is always a full glass. We are always whole. Nothing can be violated. Nothing can be taken from us because we are infinite. It's like we are infinitely connected with everything and completely in oneness. That is how we exist by the very nature. That is why Bhagavan says we are the closest to the nature. We can do the experiment of having two plants, and one plant you can write love and one plant as anger. And whenever we are upset, you take this plant and start talking. And whenever we are happy and we are in love space, we keep the other plant. The plant grows so beautiful, the one which you have, the love plant. And you can see the difference of those two plants, how immediately the nature responds to us in a space. how we are in the inner space. If we can't look, the plants can tell us much more. If we have the house plants, they even answer questions to the many of the things that we want to know. It becomes such a beautiful space for us to live with the nature. That is why Bhagavan says when you go for a nature, you go to a beach or you go mountaineering or you do something with the nature, we feel we are that and we feel completed. The very nature who we are is why we feel so completed with the nature. Beautifully, the Nayanars manifested all these great signs by understanding the higher signs. All they did was, this Annayar Nayanar, all he did was play the flute. When he played the flute, he understood he is not playing, but consciousness, Paramashiva, is manifesting through him. When he was deeply into that, continuously, Shiva himself appears and takes him. All the animals just bows down to him. All that, even the very nature, starts listening to him. These are not mythology, but the science which is there. When we are in the Paramashiva, when we wake up as Paramashiva, the Turiya state, we start experiencing the oneness with Paramashiva, the ultimate space of oneness. Bhagavan beautifully explains in Atma Pramana how the nature, the Guru, and the Avyakta, which is unmanifested, all that is the God in what we understand, and we recognize Paramashiva in us only when we meet the Guru himself, when he initiates us, and then we are able to see the Paramashiva in us as the ultimate. Bhagavan beautifully explains that in the Atma Pramana.
Taking away all the incompletions from people, completing them. Just understand, Mahadeva comes down to beg. What a scene it is. He goes around and takes away all the incompletions, radiating the space of completion and giving them. When Mahadeva goes to beg, he gives more than what he receives. Remember, repeat. When Mahadeva goes for begging, he gives more than what he receives. Today, we will have a Kalpatar Satsang.